What's going on, guys? Eternal Wind back, and today I have a rather wacky build for you all. This build is going to be the one I spoke about in my last community post, and this is going to be my demonic assassin. So, real original, right? But I posted a short not too long ago on some of the fun things that this build can do. And it basically focuses solely around status effect damage and status effect duration. Um, I am not a fan of the Demon Cutter at all as a legendary katana, but there is a reason why we are using it. So obviously I like to Moonmaster cancel, uh, and to have Poison Blade and Burning Blade. The only way we can get that is through the Demon Cutter for a legendary Moon Katana. So for this build, we are rocking both the Demon Cutter and Demon Seeds, hence Demonic Assassin. But for the Demon Cutter, we've got melee damage, Oni damage, Poison Blade, and Burning Blade. And for those of you that don't know, the Demon Cutter basically acts kind of like Intimidating Counter, where you have that like shocking aura that comes off once a stagger gauge has been stripped. It basically does the exact same thing, except worse. But again, we're not using it for the Demon Cutter's ability. But so whenever you strip somebody's stagger gauge, you have a 30% chance of triggering that. The cool thing is, if you saw on my short, I did it back to back, and it throws small Mongols. So I ended up stripping a small spear Mongol near a cliff, and it launched his ass straight the fuck off that cliff and killed him. And then as soon as that happened, I turned to an Oni Brute and kicked him. I accidentally did the kick instead of the Moonmaster cancel, which stripped his stagger gauge and then set that little aura off again, hitting nearby enemies. It's pretty cool. Again, it's only a 30% chance once you've drained their stagger gauge, so it's not going to happen often, but when it does, it's kind of nice. It's just an added little bonus. Do note, though, this is important, that aura can actually proc Poison and Burning Blade. So if there are any enemies in the area that get hit by that aura can set them on fire or poison them. It has the same amount of chance as your regular melee hits do. But with that out of the way, for the next piece of gear on the list, we've got a blowgun. Now, we're rocking status effect damage and duration with helmet and shield piercing. You can run hallucination darts if you want, but I like to ensure headshots. You get a lot of resolve through headshots, right? So that's going to further boost the damage of the build. And as far as the charm is concerned, you have some options here. Option 1 is what you see here: status effect damage, toxic vanish radius, chain vanish, and fire master. The reason we have fire master on here is because of the fired up from our dirt throw and the fired up from our demon seeds and burning blade. As of right now, this build does not have a way to heal. It's raw damage. If you don't like that, here are your options. So again, this is option 1. Option 2 is to replace Fire Master with combat regeneration because you have no way to heal. We're only using Fire Master on here because of Burning Blade on the Demon Cutter, and then fired up on our Ghost weapons. But those have cooldowns aside from Burning Blade, so if you want to swap this out for combat regeneration, you most definitely can. The other option is this guy right here. So you can drop Toxic Vanish Radius and get Refreshing Vanish. That way you have a way to heal, and you can keep Fire Master and get a little bit more duration, which is ultimately more damage. It's completely up to you. You can either rock this, or you can rock this, or swap Fire Master for combat regeneration. Now, for Ghost Weapon 1, we are using Dirt Throw because of its weakening effect. We have 3 ways to weaken enemies on this build, which is just going to further increase the damage that your status effects are going to do. When you hit people with the Moonmaster cancel with the Demon Cutter, you have a chance to set them on fire as well as poison them. add weakening damage onto that, and it's additional 25% more damage, right? This is also going to set them on fire. With Fire Master, right there, that's 50% damage. Then look at the status effect damage that we have on here. And then the duration. We've got duration 3 times, status effect twice, and Fire Master. This thing is... On paper, it looks a little silly, but it does a lot of damage. But as for the Dirt Throw, cooldown on kill, status effect duration, fired up and rancid, that's pretty much my go-to. Those things do like no damage whatsoever. So having cooldown on kill is great for that. Obviously status effect duration, which mixes perfectly with fired up and rancid. Now for Demon Seeds, for this build, your initial ghost weapon damage is not going to do a lot. So what you could do if you wanted is you could actually replace ghost weapon damage with cooldown on kill, just to get these back faster, to be able to use them more frequently. Ultimately, actually probably giving you more damage, because the whole purpose of Demon Seeds is for them to walk into them, drain their stagger gauge, and then get lit up. The other thing you can do too, if you wanted, is you could actually drop Oni damage and get staggered damage. Because the Demon Seed staggers so easily, and it's so easy to stagger stuff with Moonmaster Cancel, you can get an additional 20% damage on all targets. But with me having Toxic Vanish, I want Oni damage. But if you switch to Refreshing Vanish, you could actually swap Oni damage out on the Demon Cutter for staggered damage for even more damage when enemies run through Demon Seeds and when you Moonmaster Cancel. Also, it's really easy with the blowgun to drop stagger gauges with the amount of damage that this is going to do. To where it strips their stagger gauge, and then they just melt if you have an additional 20% damage on there. Completely up to you. Like I said, there are a few options that you can run here, but for right now, this is what I'm going to show you for the build showcase. But yeah, for Demon Seeds, Ghost Weapon damage, again, could be swapped for cooldown on kill, stats effect duration, fired up in deep bags. Now, for the techniques... Alright, so for this build showcase, we're going to rock Toxic Vanish, pick up our second legendary here, obviously for this build to do damage, like we want it to, and how it's designed, we have to have Deadly Nightshade so that poison damages enemy health. And then I'm actually going to get Shadow Storm. The reason why is because every hit gives you a chance to set enemies on fire and poison them. So I'd rather have 5 chances to do that as opposed to 3 when my build is designed around status effect damage. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and do the build showcase.
I'll share any story with you. One of my favorites. The defense of our
Shit, it's
village.
reduced healing too? Don't need shit. Alright, so we're just gonna pelt the Tengu. Because, duh. And over there chopping that tree down. Blah! Alright, there's 2. Yep, 2 darts killed him. Holy shit. Oh god, what happened, bro? Oh, right in the back of the neck. Oh, he's definitely dead. Ooh! 2's not quite enough to take him out. But alright, that's looking good. Let's go ahead and run in here. Drop some Demon Seeds. I love it when they do... That didn't just happen. But I love it when they do the spear thrust and come flying through and hit a bunch of caltrops. It's amazing. Oh yeah, there goes the Demon Cutter. Alright, so when I actually set somebody on fire here, I'm going to... Oh yeah. Oh well. You can see just like... Alright. I was kind of hoping for... Yeah, sometimes you can get it to go off through a perfect parry too. This is gonna be overkill, but...
Io lost a powerful ally, Ghosts.
Oh, that was kind of sick. Okay, that was actually kind of sick. That looked awesome. Alright, so we have like absolutely no poison darts now, but that's alright. We're gonna go ahead and move on. Actually, let's hop up here. Haven't done this in a while. Where's Tengu at? Tengu? Hey! Hey! You didn't see me. What is this nonsense? There's no way you saw me, bro. Alright. Fuck them. Let's do this. I got Toxic Vanish. I didn't think about the Demon Cutter actually doing... Oh, that was nice. I just did it again. Do this. That. Oh my god, look at this, look at this. Went off again. Guys, this is kind of crazy. By the way, I got this build idea from my buddy Fam, so thank him if you like the build. What? Ow. So let's do a little of that, a little of that, you're gonna get staggered. Alright, that's just the poison damage. He got poisoned and he got
its realm.
Set on fire with that. Dude, where are you going? Bruh! Man, get your bitch ass back. And then you want to attack not even knowing that I'm there? Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, that's why you over here burning like a little bitch. Alright. So, on to the next. You know what? Ugh! Look at that amazing healing for reduced healing week. Oof. Alright guys, we're gonna go flying in on the Tengu with our ulti. Wah! Ooh! Yeah, we'll hit this guy. See, that damage is like not great, but that's not what the build is designed. Oh, what happened, bro? Alright, now he's poisoned and set on fire. Look how fast he died.
Into the shadows.
Oh, I really meant to do another one, but that's okay. Oh, I hate that attack. Oh shit! The combo!
You lost a powerful ally.
Oh yeah, you just like ran through that shit. No. Alright. Yeah, fucked up though. Oh! Oh! Oh my god! Alright, so, wow, that was rather close. Oh, we're good. Oh yeah, we're good. Look at that shit, guys. I gotta be honest. I'm digging it. Any day now. They should give you the option to come out of the ultimate whenever you're done. Depending on the scenario. Like, if you're trying to revive somebody, but you're stuck in the ultimate and you're just standing over their dead body as you watch the counter go down. Anyways, guys, that is going to be an example of the build. Again, my buddy Fam is the one that gave me the idea for this build. So thank him again if you guys enjoyed it. This build obviously does an insane amount of status effect damage. But again, I think if you take Toxic Vanish off and replace it with Refreshing Vanish, I think you should probably put staggered damage on your Demon Cutter. You're going to have a lot of ways to strip stagger gauges, which is just going to increase your damage. Demon Seeds are phenomenal for that. And then Moonmaster canceling, even against things that aren't like super weak to Moonmaster cancel, it's very easy to strip stagger gauges. So it's just a personal preference. Obviously, you can do what you want with the build. Oni, staggered, Toxic Vanish, or Refreshing Vanish, it doesn't matter. I'm honestly surprised at just how much damage this thing can do. The fact that you can weaken with multiple ways to do that, mixed in with all that extra status effect damage and duration, multiple ways of inflicting fire and poison, it just meshes really, really well. There's so many different ways to play the assassin, it's ridiculous. Easily one of the most versatile characters in the game. But alright guys, that's going to be an example of the build. If you enjoyed the build, please consider smashing that like button and subscribe to stay up to date on all of my content and ring that little bell. I appreciate you guys coming out, and I'll catch you on the next one. Deuces!